everyone, I'm Rachel. Welcome to the Family 5 Quick Tips. In this video, I'm going to be talking about all things kids artwork and all the paper clutter that they bring into the house. So I have 3 kids, one's in kindergarten, one's in pre-K, and I have a baby who also goes to childcare. So every single day, there are several sheets of paper and artwork that are brought into our house. And so it gets really overwhelming, especially as they're coming in through the door and they're unloading their folders, trying to decide what to do with that. In years past, I would feel very overwhelmed and I would take those items in the folder and look at them and ooh and awe about how great they are at coloring and painting and seeing handprints and footprints and trying to decide what to do with it. And I didn't know what to do with it, so I would do nothing. I would put it in a pile and put it on the counter and just know that I had it and it's still there if I wanted to reference it, but it was just kind of hidden away. So I decided to try to figure out some things to do, just a way to appreciate and honor their artwork and let them feel proud of what they made or accomplished, if it's some sort of grade or something like that. And so I did some looking around and I found a way that's really worked well for us. And so I want to share that with you today. But before I get started, I just want to say that we are happy that you're here. And if you'd like to see more from the Family 5 Quick Tips, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to be notified when we release new videos every week, hit the bell. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so there's a couple things I'll talk about in this video. So the first one's gonna be just how I handle paper and kids' artwork as it comes into the house and how I decide what I wanna keep and what gets recycled immediately. And then I'm gonna talk about how I choose to display some of their artwork and honor some of it so that they can feel proud and they can see it on a daily basis for at least a little while. So, okay, the first thing that you wanna do is really just identify what it is that's coming into your house. You have paintings, coloring pages, tracing work that the kids did in class, maybe ribbons or awards, daily sheets, feeding sheets if you have a baby that tell you that what time they ate and slept and that kind of thing. So once you know and identify what's coming into your house, you'll know what to do with those things when you see them come in. So let's talk about a couple things. The first thing I'll mention is, so my son gets a feeding sheet every day. So I know when that comes in, I will look at it immediately. It's something I need to see when he ate last and what he ate for the day and if he napped and that sort of thing. So what I will do is when I get those, I read them immediately and that goes straight into the recycle bin. There's no reason for me to keep that or hold on to that in any way once I've read it. So my girls are in swim and they will get ribbons, and so whenever they move up to the next class. So my daughter got one the other day and she was very, very, very excited about moving up into her next class, and we were all very excited for her. And so this is something that I don't want to keep forever, but right now we do want to keep. She's proud of it, and so this is something that we will hang and display for her to remember that she moved up, and we'll just kind of hang on to it for a few weeks, and then we will be done with it and we will put it in the recycle bin. There's no reason for us to keep it forever, so that's one thing that whenever we get these in, I know exactly what to do with. Here's another example. This is something that my kindergartner did in class. This is something she colored and looks great, but this was just her learning the plant life cycle, and she did the work. And for me, I decided this is not something that I care to keep. So when these kinds of things come in, I will put these in the recycle bin. Here's another example. This one right here, again, my kindergartner. So this is a little math page that she did where she colors. And she's very proud of these because she's good at coloring and she spends a lot of time on it, as you can see. And I have been caught before putting something like this in the recycling bin right after she brought it home, and she was not happy about that. So this is something that I will display for a little while so that she can see it and enjoy it, but it's not something that I would keep forever. So it wouldn't go from where I display it into like their rooms where I store the things that we're gonna keep for a long time. Okay, so those are just some of the things that my kids bring home every single week. And so I do my best to honor the things that they draw and color and the things that they're proud of so that they can see them on a daily basis and know that they worked hard on it and that we are all enjoying looking at it. So when they bring home those different categories of things that I just mentioned, I will know exactly what to do with those. And so I try my best to deal with them right then. I try to toss the feeding sheets in the recycle bin. Any of those math things that I'm not concerned with keeping, I'll try to get rid of those immediately. But if I can't, I do have a sort bin in my command center that I will just kind of tuck everything in there and then try to get back to it as soon as I can. But once I decide what goes in the recycle bin, we'll put it there. And then I usually pick out a few things that we will hang up. And so if my kids come home and they're like, Mom, check this out. I did this. This is awesome. I'm so excited. That will definitely be something that I will hang up for them and display it for them. But if it's something that's in the folder and I just see and we already have a lot of things hanging up, I might just go ahead and recycle all of it. So I think the idea is just to know that you can't keep everything. We are very proud of them and we're excited that they are excited about their work, but we have to be realistic, right? So let me go ahead and show you now how I display the things that they bring home. So I have this old window that I bought at an antique fair a few years ago, and it sat in our garage for a very long time, and my husband Joel was encouraging me kindly to finally do something with it. And whenever I had found this way of displaying my kids' artwork, I decided that I would wrap some string around the old window. There's no glass in it, so I just wrap the string around it, and then we use clothespins to clip the artwork on this old window. It fits in our house, we like it. It's kind of something that I just had on hand, and so we're using it for now. It's big enough to hold a good amount of things, especially when I have 3 kids. So the example that I have here, I haven't really gone through it in a while just because I knew I was gonna try to do this video. So as you can see, I have things from February, March, and April, Valentine's Day, all the way to Easter. But after this, I promise I'm gonna go through it and make some more space. So you can see that there's a few things on here that my kids colored and they were really excited about. There's the big Valentine's Day card that my husband and the kids made for me. We have a couple footprints from St. Patrick's Day from my son, and that might be one that I'll keep and put in his closet. So the way I look at things is every so often when they're babies, I will go ahead and keep some of those handprints and footprints just because they show their growth and they're cute. And so I might keep this one, but I do have a few other ones, so maybe not. But that's just kind of one way that I do look at it. Also on there, I have a birthday card that the kids made me. My birthday was a few weeks ago. And so this is just how we display. And at the bottom, you can see a picture of something that my daughter drew for us. And it's just a simple picture with some circles. That meant a lot for her. She came up to my husband and I and said, Mom, Dad, I made this for you, and was super, super excited. And so, you know, what can you do with it? You take it from them. What are you gonna put it in the pile on the counter? So we just decided, I asked her, go ahead and hang that up so we can keep looking at it. And she was really excited to do that. So displaying it like this is just one way that you can honor their artwork and just the hard work that they put into it. It allows them to keep seeing it and really gets it off the counter, out of that pile that you've been carrying there for so long. And so for me, it started out as just piles of paper, and then now I just try to go through it. And that does not mean that I'm always on top of it. Again, 3 kids, and every day they bring in so much paper. So I do get behind sometimes, but when I do, I know exactly what I want to do with those items. And a lot of it does go in the recycle bin, but also we do hang up as much as we can. So after the items have been hanging up on the window for a little while, I will go through them and just choose which ones I want to keep and move to their room in their closet, and the other ones will go in the recycle bin at that point. So the idea is they've colored something really nice, we've enjoyed it for a few weeks, and now it can go in the recycle bin, and then I feel better about getting rid of it because it's served its purpose. They drew it, they colored it, we enjoyed it, and now we're done with it. So, you know, it just kind of removes some of that mom guilt. You know, they bring it in and you don't want to get rid of it. And then after a month that you've been displaying it, you feel much better. It feels a lot easier to get rid of that stuff at that point. So one thing I will mention is once it is off that window and it goes into their room, all I have is a little box that I store everything in, and I need to get better at that. So I am currently trying to find some ways that I'm going to store their paperwork long term. So what I want to do in there is my kindergartner, she's writing, and I want to store some of those writings that she has. And my other daughter's going to be going into kindergarten next year, and so I want to keep some of those things long term. And so I've seen people use big bins and folders and things like that to keep those sentimental papers for longer. I haven't decided what I want to use yet. You guys let me know down in the comments what you're doing, so I can you can help me out, and so I can have an idea of what I want to do. I don't want something that's going to take up a lot of space in a closet. I also don't plan on keeping that many things, so I'm thinking maybe a sort of folder or just a box that's not too big. But maybe get one for each kid. I don't know. Let me know what you're doing. I could really use the help because right now it's just in a box and some things are stacked on top of the box. I'm not perfect. I'm working on it. So let me know, guys. And I hope you enjoyed this video and got some value out of it. And guys, if you want to see more from the Family 5 Quick Tips, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell if you want to be notified when we release new videos every week. All right, guys, we'll see you next time. And remember, be happy, have fun, and enjoy the season of life you're in. Thank you. See you next time.